Let's talk about your campaign. You have been reaching out to black voters, to millennials. You have said that the 1.1 million immigrants in this country already here should have some legal status and pay taxes. If I didn't know better, and I do know better, I would think you might be a Democrat. Do you really think you can get the Republican nomination making those statements and taking those positions?
Well, you add that to the fact that I'm also one of the most conservative members of the Senate in the sense that I vote against spending, I vote against unbalanced budgets, I'm a proponent of lower taxes. So all of those are right within the mainstream of the party. But I do have some additional things. I call them sometimes the libertarian-ish kind of issues of believing in privacy, believing in criminal justice, that everyone should be treated fairly under the law no matter the color of your skin. We still have a large problem in our country that if you are black, you're not always being treated fairly under the law, and I want to fix that.
I did say 1.1 million. I think I meant 11 million immigrants, but you want to find some sort of legal status for them.
What I want to do is first secure the border. If we secure the border and we can say we know who's coming, who's going, and only people come legally, the 11 million that are here, I think there could be a work status for them. And I think what I've tried to say is what we want is more legal immigration so we have less illegal immigration. But I am open to immigration reform. I voted against the bill that came forward, though, primarily because it limited the number of legal work visas.
Do you think there are some in the Republican Party who are not as interested in it becoming more inclusive than you are? And I say that because, after all, when the Republican Party became dominant across the South, it was right after the 1965 Civil Rights Law was passed.
I like to remember farther back in like 1928 when 2/3 of the African American population voted Republican. It switched a lot in 32, but you're right, it kept dwindling, and we have not tried very hard. But I have been going. I've been to Ferguson, I've been to Detroit, I've been to Chicago, I've been to Milwaukee, I've been to a lot of our nation's bigger cities, and I've tried to say to the African American population, one, I'm going to fix the criminal justice system. Two, I believe in your privacy. And three, I believe in economic opportunity. I'm for a $1 billion tax cut for Detroit to try to help them bail themselves out.
But do you think there's some in your party, and how a larger segment that it would be, that say we don't want to be more exclusive?
I don't think so. I'm not finding resistance. Like, you're going to have Reince Priebus on here later today, and I've worked with the Republican National Committee. When we opened the office in Detroit, they were the ones in charge to open the office, and I was there helping them. So no, I think the party, when I talk to people every day, even people who are trying to defeat me in the nomination process, come up and say, oh yeah, but we do like that you're trying to make the party bigger. So I'm not finding much objection from Republicans.